How would you like to discover healing, clarity, confidence with a personality-specific system and structure? I call this the accelerator effect because as Jeffrey Immelt, the CEO of GE said, when you put your foot on the gas in this company, the car moves forward. Now, we're not talking about business. We're talking about your life and your ability to define, plan, and achieve success. The truth is that when most of us in the personal development space step on the gas pedal, the car may or may not go forward. And if it does, it may not go in the expected or desired direction. And even those who do succeed in getting the car to move forward for a time live in a constant state of fear that the car may stop again at any given time, or that it's a fluke, that we're not worthy of a working car. For many in the personal development community, the dreamers, most of us, in fact, this is the reality we face. Full of great ideas and motivation, they meet the habits, patterns, and cyclical nature of the reality, and with inconsistency, defeat the overwhelm of their life for that day. And if they don't have a good day, the thought is that one day something will give and a special moment will present itself, and what they've been reading, learning, and theorizing about will become their new reality. Only visionaries with a predictable system for creating, organizing, and executing can say, when I put my foot on the gas, this car moves forward. Hi, my name is Brother Coasty, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to share exactly how I and many other visionaries have transformed our dreams and ideas into a reality with a personalized system and structure suited for our life, and how you can have the same structure. I'm also going to share with you the biggest mistake most dreamers are making when it comes to getting grounded, clear, and focused. And second, the two things that impact-driven visionaries have present in their lives that the dreamers do not. These are the exact same structures that I have used to transform my dreams, hopes, and aspirations into a vision with an action plan while helping dozens of others grow their confidence, clarity, and system for achieving success. You see, over the past 2 years, I've been committed to helping a group of some of the most dedicated, impact-driven individuals do two things. One, connecting back to their core essence, and two, having a lot of fun in the process. So if you're a dreamer, most likely an entrepreneur or aspiring entrepreneur, looking to discover a way to transform your ideas and aspirations into a reality with a personalized blueprint suited for you, then you're definitely in the right place and you're going to love what I'm about to share with you. Now, the top 3 people who I work with fall into the following categories: indigo children, starseeds. You're seeking to create a community or platform supporting and holding space and expressing individuality. Coaches are those desiring to be coaches, so you can provide information, coaching, and guidance. And 3, the service or leadership-based businesses like hypnotherapists, spiritual counselors, space creators, etc. So look, one of my clients, Lance, he started working with me when he had no direction and was confused about where to go in his life and how to get started. Lance started working with me, and now he's on track to accomplish all his goals and even has more. And now he's studying to be an outside consultant for small to medium-sized tech companies while also teaching the youth about the opportunities in the emerging digital economy. Another client, Mahatma from Elite Motivation, she started working with me when she was recovering from a physical setback that zapped her energy. And now she's up moving and running her business with more energy and presence with a sustainable self-care routine and schedule. And another client, Olivia, she preferred to be anonymous. She started working with me, and in the first few sessions, she had a breakthrough that transformed her relationship with her parents and was able to conquer the doubts that stopped her from establishing boundaries using our process. And now the best thing about this clarity producing system is that it, 1, gives you a personal structure immediately, 2, creates holistic aligned behavior for anyone, and 3, is based on proven results. Now, in the personal development community, I'm sure you notice most people fall into one of these 2 categories, or in other words, most dreamers fall into one of these 2 categories. 1, the studier, people who sometimes apply their knowledge and just tell others about it. Most of the time, it's been way too much time thinking and not producing change. And 2, impactors, people who embody the knowledge and seem to be enjoying their life and continue to make ripples and waves in our world. So what is it that makes some of the dreamers powerful examples of transformation and mastery, while others are reading the next book, buying another course, but they are still fragmenting their energy, staying ungrounded, and their dreams are fading? After connecting and talking to hundreds of people and being in this space for years, I've realized that the impactors have two key things in place while the studiers have only one of the two or sometimes none. And the truth is that if you have both of these things in place in your life, it becomes very simple and predictable to produce the kind of impact you want on yourself or on the world. Well, the best way I can explain this to you is with the story of how the Wright brothers invented the world's first flying airplane. So back in 1903, the race was on all around the world to invent the first plane that could fly, and most people became utterly obsessed with the engine, right? So people started building larger and larger engines with more and more horsepower and strapping them to planes, completely ignoring the aerodynamics and the wings. Well, this resulted in some of the fanciest, most powerful engines the world had ever seen, but it also resulted in planes that couldn't get off the ground and were great to look at, but completely useless. The Wright brothers took a different approach. While the whole world obsessed with engines, the Wright brothers obsessed with the plane and its aerodynamics and wings. They first focused on a plane that could glide without an engine. And then when they had the recipe right, they strapped an ordinary engine to it, and voila, the world's first flying airplane was invented. Now, I want you to pause for a moment and let this next point really sink in, because it's a big one. And it's almost the exact opposite to what everyone else is out there feeding you. Today, in this age of information, we're repeating the history of the engine obsession. Okay? I want you to realize that. So most of the dreamers are obsessed with compiling the largest and most expansive collection of knowledge and completely ignoring their system to convert that knowledge into actions, their behavior. Most dreamers are obsessed and frenzied over every new self-help book, the 3-day course online, or the latest hack in brainwave states, when in reality, they're strapping a larger and more powerful engine to a fundamentally flawed plane. Now, remember how I told you that the impactors who are leading and producing have two things in place that the studiers and infopreneurs don't? Well, those two things are: one, a deep-seated understanding of what they wish to create, and two, a process to transform that knowledge into actions. So, because when it comes down to this, look, if you can't put the action to knowledge you're learning, then you will not change and transform. You won't develop and flourish. So now let's get to why you're here in the first place, what you really want, and show you exactly how you can create a predictable structure for creating transformation in your life starting today. There are only two things that matter in facilitating transformation, and they are: one, gathering related information, and two, applying related information. And if you're not making the change that you want in your life, then let me ask you two questions, right? One, how much studying did you do in the last 7 days? And if you didn't do many sessions, then I want you to answer this. What did you do in the last 7 days to apply the information you've already gathered? You see, as dreamers, it's easy to get distracted by all of these activities and new shiny objects. But the raw reality is that you only need to do those two little things. That's it. The visionaries in this impact space, the leaders with sustained impact, transformational presence, and continued success, they have a process for facilitating change, and they know these two things: what results they want and steps to get the results. When you have a blueprint for producing results and you know these two questions, every day is as simple as looking at your calendar and seeing what you need to do and when. While the studiers and infopreneurs are theorizing over the best approach to get an outcome and debating with analysis paralysis and making a move, going uphill, trying to pull a rabbit out of their hat, the impactors are producing results and making connections to generate a predictable result for themselves and impact for others. So, what does this system look like? Well, it starts with the end in mind. Truly, we ask, what is your desired outcome? What's the thing that you want to share? What do you want on your tombstone? And we do this by getting clear on our desired outcome by asking powerful, vision-revealing questions so it becomes obvious what the future should look like and lighting a fire within you. And once we get the clarity, we create a plan. And the plan is filled with clear aligned markers or milestones that are simple and create small action steps along with the time to do them. And then it becomes simple after that, right? Then we ask you to walk the path and report any hiccups. The result of executing this correctly is that you will have a predictable way to transform your dreams and ideas into impact in a blueprint created specifically for you. And the best part, you'll know each day what you did to progress towards your vision. You will finally have the accelerator pedal that moves your life forward when and where you need it. So this next area I call aligning the core. To execute this life transforming blueprint correctly, you need to get these three things in alignment, and I refer to this as aligning the core. And the three things are purpose, impact, and results. And when you have these three things in alignment, you can unlock your flow and literally have some amazing results without struggling with procrastination, confusion, and overwhelm, just like many others have experienced. Matt started working with me when he was confused about what his purpose should be, and now he has a clear direction and action plan to get it done. Another one of my clients, Prentice, he started working with me when he was unclear on how to build his business and foundation for assisting his clients, and now he has more confidence and structure than before. And another one of my clients, Lily Harris, Lily started working with me when she was feeling stuck and defeated about her career and social life, and now she has partnerships with companies that she loves and is actively building her own personal brand. Now, again, you have to have the right system to be able to do this and get the full impact. And you can do it the hard way, which is what most dreamers are doing by fragmenting their time, energy, and focus. You can figure it out yourself, and who knows, maybe you'll find your deepest core to your core that sustains you for a year or two or three, but most never truly connect with their center, which is why their graveyard is the richest place, a soil rich with dreams unfulfilled. Or you could do it the easy way and just get the systems to unlock it and get the results immediately. And that's what I do all day in my own life and for my clients in their lives. So, would you like to have more success? I've compiled a simple process and blueprint to achieving more success. And if you take in what I've talked about, even at this basic level, you're going to find that your confidence goes up if you allow it to. Your satisfaction goes up if you allow it to. Your ability to succeed goes up if you allow it to, which will amplify your skills and place you into a new reality, a reality that only 3% of the world resides in. A large majority of the personal development community, a lot of the dreamers, are merely learning and doing nothing with this information. Society has taught so many that all we have to do is learn and that will be enough. And the truth is, there's a gap that has to be crossed. The 3%ers have crossed that gap, and they continue to cross that gap. What I want to do is help you cross that gap too. I want to re-empower you so you can remember what you've always known, that you're enough. I'm sure the question now is, how do I do that? How do I cross the gap? Well, the first position is to take it easy and go on the first step. See whether this fits. It's not for everyone. What we're involved in is the business of core cultivation. So this is perfect for you if you're looking to, generate a renewed outlook on life. If you want to increase your ability to achieve small and large goals, you want to reduce your emotional load, and you want to create clarity for your vision of the future. Because right now, I'm looking for a few more of my dream clients where I can help them get these kind of massive results that I've shared with you. And that's why for a limited time, I'd like to work with you in a vision session if you meet the criteria below. See, I work with primarily three types of clients. One, people who have a deep desire to see what life looks like when they live in purpose and are willing to do what it takes to move the needle forward. Second, people who want to improve their satisfaction and fulfillment in life and inspire people to do the same. And three, people who want to dramatically increase their confidence and clarity and create a personalized, simple action plan so they can embody a holistic, aligned life while dealing with less distraction and headaches. And so here's how the process works. We'll be focused on identifying and connecting you to your deepest aspiration. And this may seem like a big mountain, potentially unknown territory, it may even be challenging to your aspirations for life. See, our society has pushed aspirations down quite a bit on the totem pole, this desire to have, be, and do more. And it has this rather nasty negative association with greed. But we're not talking about greed. We're talking about bridging the gap between where you are, that society has placed you in, and where you could be if you were connected to your center. to your truth, to your core, to your limitless nature. And there are very few limitless people. I'd say about 3% of the population. These people want to get to the next level, really see what they're made of and what they could do and be. This could be someone who wants to express more of their creative side. This could be someone who wants to start a business. This could be someone who has the itch for more and wants to scratch it. This could be the person who has a big vision for how life could be for others. And no, they must first be the model for transformation. We're looking for dreamers who want to create a massive impact first in themselves and then on the world. That's really what we're here to do: create a lasting, positive impact on our shared home. I was speaking with a father about 3 days ago, and what they were saying made sense, but it was an underlying principle that was holding them back. Some belief, some thought, some value that just wouldn't go away. It was holding their potential back, their happiness back, their success back. See, if you can't see past your circumstance, then it makes sense. When you're in the mud, you feel stuck. What if you could get out the mud? See beyond the mud. That's what we want to do. Give those with vision the opportunity to overcome the barrier. So if you're someone who wants to overcome those barriers, see beyond the mud of your current situation and wake up to your truth, then this seems like it's for you. If this idea of aspiring for more sounds scary, too hard, and downright impossible, this is really for you. If you're ready to own that feeling and not let it own you. So who is it not for, though? This is not for people who want a quick and easy fix to their problems, people who make excuses and complain, people who are stuck in information gathering mode and are not prepared to take action to get results, and anyone not serious about doing the inner work and sitting with yourself. Because knowing where a good fit is key, because frankly, I respect my time and I want to respect yours too. And if you aren't ready to clean up the mess of your life, that's fine. It makes more sense for you to stay in the mess than pretending that you're ready. If you have doubt, denial, dismay, that's your mindset. And if you're set, you're standing still. The truth is that I can help some and not others. And if I'm unable, I will suggest an alternative resource if that's the case. I will only work with those who are a good fit. And I'm certain I can get results for it. See, look, visionaries move, dreamers stay stuck. And if you desire to move, grow, and expand, and the opportunity to fulfill this desire was presented, would you take it? I'm offering a vision strategy session that will take around 30 minutes. You'll be speaking with me personally, and I'll ask you three things, and you'll leave with two: a bit more confidence and something to do at 9 a.m. the following day. So, what do you think about the idea of having holistic aligned behavior, having a personal game plan for success, and experiencing your clear vision and more opportunity in life? If you could achieve more success, would you do what is necessary to attain it? If you're part of the 3% of the visionaries that want to become more limitless, then the first step is to complete an application for a private vision session. And this is necessary to determine if, one, that I can help you and me and my team are the best fit for the results you want, and two, that you're ready and willing to grow and expand to become the purest version of yourself and do the work required. And then at the end of the call, one or two things will happen. You either be a fit and I will extend an invitation to work with me as one of my clients, or if it's not a good fit, that's totally okay too. And there's no hard feelings or obligations or anything. So either way, you'll receive an insanely valuable strategy session and will walk away with newfound clarity as to where you are right now and what's holding you back from achieving the results you want. That, together with the exact next steps necessary to take action and break through your barriers, it will likely be the most valuable 30 minutes you invest in your life this year. Right now, I've had too many applications that I can actually take on. So this opportunity is extremely limited because of the focused attention and time needed in order to provide you with the results. And because, as I said before, I only work with clients I'm in alignment with and have certainty and conviction that I can generate results for. I could generally only work with 7 clients at a time. And right now, 4 of those spots are currently filled up. And I'm looking to fill the last 3 as quickly as possible. So with that being said, please understand that this window of opportunity won't be available for long. And what I found is that those who have the ability to make decisions and act quickly are the most likely to get results and most likely to become my best students and crush it together for years to come. If you've been feeling that stir in your belly, that subtle feeling of excitement or butterflies, get started and see if you qualify, and go ahead and follow the instructions on the next page. And if it isn't you in time, when you come around, revisit this and let's walk together.